There's nothing quite like the smell of freshly baked bread, especially when it's homemade. The aroma alone is enough to make your mouth water and your heart feel warm. And when it comes to homemade bread, buns hold a special place of honor. Soft, fluffy, and bursting with flavor, they are the perfect accompaniment to any meal. Imagine biting into a warm, freshly baked bun. The crust crackles gently, giving way to a soft, pillowy interior. The taste is heavenly, a delightful combination of sweet, yeasty, and subtly savory flavors. Whether you enjoy them plain or use them to build delicious sandwiches, homemade buns are a true delight. And the best part is, they are surprisingly easy to make. With just a few simple ingredients and a little bit of time, you can create bakery-worthy buns in your own kitchen. Before we begin our baking adventure, let's gather all the necessary ingredients. Don't worry, you won't need any fancy equipment or hard-to-find ingredients. In fact, you probably already have most of these staples in your pantry. For our simple and soft buns, you will need 4 cups all-purpose flour, plus extra for dusting, 1 packet, which is 2 1/4 teaspoons of active dry yeast, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1 1/4 cups of warm milk, 1/4 cup of unsalted butter melted, 1 large egg, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Once you have all your ingredients assembled, it's time to move on to the fun part, making the dough. Now comes the magical part, transforming simple ingredients into a soft and airy dough. Don't worry, it's easier than you might think. In a large bowl, combine the warm milk, sugar, and yeast. Give it a gentle stir and let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes or until the yeast is foamy. This means the yeast is active and ready to work its magic. Add the melted butter, egg, and salt to the yeast mixture. Whisk everything together until well combined. Now, gradually add the flour, 1 cup at a time, mixing well after each addition. You might not need all 4 cups of flour, so add gradually until the dough starts to pull away from the sides of the bowl. Now that we have our perfectly kneaded dough, it's time for the final stretch, baking our beautiful buns to golden perfection. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. Gently shape the dough into smooth balls and place them in a greased baking dish. Cover the dish with a clean kitchen towel and let the buns rise in a warm place for about 30 to 45 minutes, or until they have doubled in size. Once the buns have risen beautifully, bake them in the preheated oven for 18 to 20 minutes, or until they turn a lovely golden brown. You can test if they're done by tapping the bottom. It should sound hollow. And there you have it. Freshly baked, incredibly soft, and utterly delicious homemade buns are ready to be devoured.